Back in 2008, I lost nearly everything. I was managing a $200 million portfolio on Wall Street when the floor dropped out. That day taught me a brutal lesson: the market doesn't care about you. So I started looking at what the smartest money in the world was doing: sovereign wealth funds. They never panic. They play a different game. That's when I changed everything. If you're tired of being a pawn in the market, hit that like button and subscribe. I share the real strategies that made me millions. No fluff, no hype, just what actually works. Trust me, this channel will change how you invest forever. When I worked on the trading floor, I saw how algorithms and insiders move prices against retail investors. High-frequency trading, dark pools, pump-and-dump schemes, it's a stacked deck. I've been in rooms where they laughed at retail investors. That's when I realized I needed to invest like a sovereign nation, not a gambler. The Norwegian Government Pension Fund, the Abu Dhabi Investment Authority, these entities manage trillions. They buy infrastructure, real estate, and stable dividend-paying giants. They don't panic when the market drops 10%. They use that dip to buy more. I'm replicating that same approach with proxy assets. I started buying toll roads, pipelines, and utility companies. These are assets that print cash regardless of the economy. In 2020, while everyone else was losing sleep, my infrastructure holdings paid me steady dividends. That's the sovereign wealth mentality: own what people need, not what they want. I targeted REITs that lease to government agencies and blue-chip corporations. Warehouses, data centers, healthcare facilities. These leases have long terms and automatic rent escalations. My portfolio now has over 30% in these assets. The government doesn't go bankrupt, and neither do these properties. Sovereign funds hold physical gold for a reason. When the dollar weakens, gold holds its value. I've allocated 10% of my portfolio to gold ETFs and mining stocks. I also hold silver and copper as bets on industrial demand. This isn't speculation, it's risk management. When I was starting out, I chased tech stocks and got burned. The growth stories always sounded good, but the volatility was deadly. Sovereign funds don't chase unicorns. They buy boring, cash-flowing businesses. I've sold most of my tech exposure and moved it into consumer staples and healthcare. I don't just buy American assets. Sovereign wealth funds are global. I own infrastructure in Australia, real estate in Europe, and commodities from South America. That way, if one region tanks, my entire portfolio doesn't collapse. Think of it as your own personal sovereign fund. Here's what my portfolio looks like today: 30% infrastructure stocks, 25% REITs, 10% gold and commodities, 15% consumer staples, 10% cash, and 10% bonds. That's it. No meme stocks, no crypto, no speculation. This is the blueprint I wish I had when I started on Wall Street. You don't need millions to start. Buy one utility stock, one REIT, and one gold ETF. Keep adding every month. Treat it like your own sovereign wealth fund. Over time, the dividends will compound, and you'll sleep better at night. The goal is financial freedom, not a quick buck. I've been using this approach for 5 years now. My portfolio is up 60% while I barely check the news. I go fishing on trading days. That's the power of sovereign wealth fund thinking. If you want the same peace of mind, start building your proxy assets today. The market will do its thing, you'll be ready.